In the early 2000s, theme parks unleashed roller coasters so intense they left riders speechless. They launched faster than Ferraris, shook the entire station, and occasionally didn't even make it over the first hill. These rides dominated the coaster world and became fan favourites all across the globe, but today, they're disappearing. What happened to the hydraulic launch roller coaster? It's 2002, an accelerator opens up at Knott's Berry Farm, kicking off the era of the hydraulic launch roller coaster. It goes from 0 to 82 miles an hour in just 2.3 seconds, an acceleration the industry had never seen before. But that was only the beginning. In 2003, Top Thrill Dragster debuts, blasting to 120 miles per hour and instantly becoming the fastest roller coaster on Earth. Then, in 2005, King the Car takes the crown again, 128 miles per hour, the new peak of coaster speed. In just 3 years, hydraulic launch coasters had gone from experimental technology to dominating the record books. And by 2010, 15 of these hydraulic launch coasters had been built worldwide, and for a brief moment, they were everywhere. But there was a problem. See, a hydraulic launch coaster doesn't just speed up a train, it catapults it, using a massive burst of stored hydraulic pressure. Under the track, motors slowly build that pressure, storing huge amounts of energy, which is then released in a single explosive moment through a cable system that yanks the train forward. And that's where things start to fall apart, because every launch is a full force mechanical shock. Cables stretch and wear out. Hydraulic seals take extreme stress, motors overheat, every part of the system is constantly being pushed to its limit. And when something breaks, it doesn't mean a quick fix. It can mean days or weeks of downtime while expensive systems are repaired. They weren't just intense rides to build, they were expensive ones to keep running. But once parks saw what that meant in practice, things started to change. Because in theme parks, intensity doesn't matter if the ride isn't running. Every hour a coaster sits closed, it's lost capacity, lost guests, lost money, and hydraulic launches, as impressive as they were, spent a lot of time not running. That's when magnetic launch systems started taking over. No giant hydraulic tanks, no extreme pressure build-up, fewer moving parts, less that could break, just clean, controlled acceleration. The results still feel fast, sometimes even faster in terms of acceleration, but it's smoother, more predictable, and most importantly for parks, far more reliable. Modern launch coasters can cycle all day with far less downtime, which changes everything for operations. Because now, it's not just about building the most intense ride, it's about building one that can actually run continuously. And this is where hydraulic launch coasters started to fade. Not in one dramatic moment. Top Thrill Dragster closed in 2022, marking the end of its original run. Later, it was reimagined as Top Thrill 2, using the same structure, but replacing the hydraulic system with a magnetic launch and a spike element. Then, in 2024, King the Car was retired and removed the following year, in 2025. One by one, the biggest names in hydraulic launches were gone. Today, magnetic launch coasters dominate the theme park industry, and slowly, hydraulic launch roller coasters are being removed and replaced. Although many magnetic launch roller coasters are amazing, and arguably better than their hydraulic counterparts, the pure power and force of the launch is something that magnets just can't replicate. As of date, 8 hydraulic launch roller coasters remain today, and they still leave a mark on the world, as Stealth is still widely considered the fastest accelerating roller coaster in the world. Some people say that it's only a matter of time before the hydraulic launch roller coaster fully dies out.